start with, you must be aware that after sales service is a very, very integral part of any company. So it is not only repairing the hardware what customer has purchased, but in these days it is the account management also. So as far as Canon is concerned, we are into both B2B service as well as B2C service. That is business to business. Our corporate multifunction devices, which we have installed in the corporate organizations, big companies, and then B2C products like home segment printers, the cameras, the projectors. So all these products, because customer purchase, then at some point of time, they want to have after sale service, they want to have consumables, they want to upgrade their products. So all these things are being taken care by the after sales service group within Canon India. And we call that group as market engineering. So that is the brief introduction to what all comes under the after sales service within Canon India. I talk about the business of Canon India in B2B and B2C is very well balanced at 50-50%. So, but when you talk about the services, so both the services are quite different. So when we talk about B2B service, it is usually the corporate service which we provide directly by Canon own engineers. That means all the engineers are Canon employee, and we have a fixed contract with our customers, with the corporates. And whenever there is a requirement of service or consumables, then that services and consumables are provided by Canon to the end customer. So we have a contract with the customer, and as per the contract, we provide after sales service to the customer throughout the India. A large territory, as you understand, India is a very big country, and our customers are all across India. So we provide services to these customers through our direct service network when it comes to B2B. That is one part of B2B, which is the corporate service. Apart from corporate service, we have these jobbers. If you understand the big copying shops, for example, if we are in Delhi, we go to Nehru Place, then you will find very big machines installed at customer premises where they do the production printing. So these production printing also, we provide services directly, and it comes under B2B. So that means we have a contract with the customer wherein we provide the service, we provide the consumables, we provide the spare parts, and we do the entire account handling for the customer. So that is what constitute B2B service in Canon. When the pandemic happened and the government decided to go for a complete lockdown, so that impacted us also in a very big way. So what happened, because no offices were allowed to open, no stores were allowed to open, and all our service centers and all our engineers, they have to work from home. So now how do an engineer work from home? Because if you understand, service is when you have to go to the customer place and rectify the machine. But most of the customers were also closed at that time. Still, we had few customers who were part of the essential services. Basically, the hospitals, the pharmaceutical companies, they were working even in the month of April. So it was very, very essential for us to keep on providing them uninterrupted services. And at the same time, we have to take care of our people also, as well as customer also, but because a lot of focus is being put on the health and safety first, be it a customer, be it a Canon employee. So we have to adapt very fast on how do we provide services to the customer in these difficult times. The factories were opened for pharmaceuticals, and all these big factories are dependent upon Canon multifunction devices. So we started something called predictive maintenance, wherein with the help of customer, we can from remote diagnose the issue in the customer and try to help the customer over the video call or over the remote assist. So that was a very big learning for us, that our machines are so capable and our network is so capable that we can provide services to the customer from the remote also and resolve their issue. In the same time, whenever it was not possible, customer helped us because they had all the passes to bring in their cars and vehicles to even our engineer's place and take the engineer to the customer site. they do the rectification, and then they drop back the customer to the homes. So that was how we started to start the services during the month of April, May. But after that, there was government allowed some part of working. So we also started opening our service centers. We also started opening our offices. That means the engineers, the call center. Of course, it is still not the business as usual. Still, a lot of customers are not working with their 100% efficiencies. But we have learned lot many things. Customers were very, very peculiar about contactless service. Can we provide contactless less services during this pandemic? You would understand that whenever an engineer visits the customer site, then after the call is over, usually they will take a signature of the customer on a customer service report, which is a proof that we have provided the services. So during this pandemic, customer didn't want to sign even the reports either on the digitally on the mobile phone. So we started a concept of PIN generation, wherein whenever a customer logs a call, a PIN is generated, and if customer is satisfied, he will just give the PIN code, and that is all. So these type of services we started in pandemic, so that customer is nearer to the, we are nearer to the customer, and we are providing seamless service. And second point was, because call centers were also closed, all the offices of contact center were closed, and all the agents were working from home. So immediately shifting that type of infrastructure from a office to home was a very big task. But we did it. We did some of the innovative things. We made our CRMs on mobile. Immediately those mobile apps were created with the agents, so that they can even start working from their home seamlessly. So what we think, the technology played a very, very big role during this pandemic, and still we are working on how to use technology, keeping in mind that the health of our employee, our partners, and our customers are utmost important. So this is what we did for B2B service. Yes, it was one of the, I would say, the biggest challenge in the month of April, May, June on the supplies. So, but we have a very good way of providing services to the customer. That means we are not dependent upon one particular supply chain stores. So for each branch which we have across India, we have a child warehouse situated in our branch. And second thing, most important, was the predictive maintenance. So Mr. Day, what happens in predictive maintenance? Machine itself is able to tell us when will it require toner or spare parts. So it is that way designed by Canon Inc. that it keeps on throwing the data to our server, and the engineers who are responsible for maintaining these machines, they keep on getting the error codes or signals from the machines. That means suppose there is a supply of toner. So we have a process wherein when the 60% of toner is exhausted by customer, so it gives a error, and engineer knows, and automatically a ticket is generated. Now, because we were not working to our 100% capability, but we know 40% toner is available with the customer. So we spoke to the customer and we told, this time we are dispatching the toner, and seeing your print volume, we will dispatch the extra toner to you. So what we did, we created some type of site kits. So what is the meaning of the site kit is, we gave extra spare part and toner, which are usually consumed, which we call expendables, to the customer, because most of the customers who were working were hospitals and the pharmaceutical company. So we have their data for last 5 years or 6 years, what is the print volume, what type of spare parts they require, what type of services they require. So we aligned our supply chain management in a certain way, so that customer doesn't have to fall back to Canon again and again. And I'm very happy, some of the customers were very, very helpful in the matter, because government has allowed them to utilize their vehicles. So with the help of them, we were able to provide them toners and consumables well in time. They would send their person and vehicle to our stores, and we can put the entire inventory to their vehicle, and it will go back. And in the meantime, from the back end, we would be able to do the inventory checking and inventory consumption. So this is what I am telling, what we did in April and May. And after that, slowly government allowed the private companies to start working. So we started opening our warehouses, which were very, very critical, and customers also started opening. So now what we see, still there are some challenges in some part of India, I would say, because every other day some new containment zone comes, so we have some challenges. But overall I would say we were able to provide very good services to the customer during pandemic, and a lot of customers have sent us the appreciation letters, appreciation mails on the way we handled the situation during the tough months of April and May. Like as I explained, during the first 2-3 months, most of the customers were closed. So they were not working. So only customers we were working were like hospitals and the pharmaceutical companies. And they also understood that this is the very, very difficult time. And if we have a SLA of say 45 minutes response time, it will not be possible for any company to give that type of response time, because public transport is not available. Police do not allow engineers to travel on their cars or on their two-wheelers. So customer did understand. And there is where our predictive maintenance services, the remote services, which came into play. So it is not required every time a technical person to visit to customer site. So customers were very much happy to give the remote of their network, and we were able to log in into their network, see what is the problem coming, and either repair through the software techniques or guide the customer what to do. So that is how, with the help of customer, with help of technology, we were able to maintain the SLAs, whatever we have signed with the customer during these tough times. And I would thank our customers that they were very, very understanding on the various difficulties which everybody is facing. And we didn't face much of the issue in convincing the customer on these SLA matters. That is what, because we have a so long relation with these customers. Maybe these customers are with Canon for last 10, 12 years. So they understand us very well. We understand them very well. So it was quite a good experience, I would say.
And you were initially talking about the B2C side. What were the main challenges on the B2C side?
So what happened, Mr. Day, in B2C, as a lot of customers were not going to office, isn't it? Most of the companies have asked their employees to work from home. So what we saw, a lot of customers started purchasing the printers to make a small office type of thing in their homes. So our small inkjet printers, they are in great demand, and they have been going to, a lot of customers are purchasing. And there we see a lot of queries from the customer when they purchase a new printer. So how to install the drivers either on their Mac or on their PC. So it became very important for us to provide services to these customers. But one thing was very good, that all these customers who are working class and they are setting up small offices in their home, they were ready to do the work themselves if somebody was able to help them in technical things. For example, if somebody want to configure their printer over the Wi-Fi of their home, so if we were able to tell them the step-by-step configuration, what to do, how to access the router, which button to press, how to download the app on their mobile phone and all those things. So there was not much need of sending the engineers, and customer also thought that it is better if somebody can help them from remote. So they also didn't want a lot of people to come to their home. So in that way, we were able to provide whatever services. Otherwise, in a normal time, we used to send our engineers. Customer were very happy to take these services through remote, over a video call, over a Zoom call, and then we used to send them a link on the WhatsApp so that they can download the drivers from the internet. They can even download the videos from YouTube, which we have uploaded on the step-by-step way of installing the new machine. So that is what one thing changed in case of B2C when I talk about printers. For cameras also, Mr. Day, you would understand that they were so strict lockdowns. So camera customers were not coming to service centers because our service centers were closed. But as soon as government allowed, so we started opening our service center with 33% of staff, then 50% of staff working on alternate days. Now I'm very happy that all our service centers are working, and we are working on all the days. Customers have started coming back. And what important thing we did, because of these 4 months of lockdown, we found that a lot of customers' warranty is going, their warranty is finishing within these 4 months. So we took a step and we declared to all our customers that don't worry, if your product is under warranty and warranty will finish between April, May, June, July, we will extend your warranty. So once the lockdown is over and our service centers are open, you can very well, if any issue in your product, please come to our service center. We will cover your services under warranty. So this we made banners. We propagated this idea in our social media, in our website. So customers were very, very happy. Actually, there were customers who could not get their product repaired because it was lockdown. And when the lockdown opened, they were very, very thankful that Canon has extended their warranty and they were able to get our services now. So this is how we handle the B2C services during pandemic and ongoing. Our IT team was very much into the full gear. You are right that when so many people are taking data or sharing data over remote, so there we should be very, very particular about the security breaches, so cyber attacks. And but I'm very happy that in the 4 months we didn't face any of such a single case of security breach or data breach either in Canon India website or when our engineers are doing the remote services. In fact, when we sell a product to the customer, right now I'm talking about B2B, we have a e-maintenance contract with the customer, where we give a white paper to each customer on the security measures which are there when we access their network. So customer IT is fully aware what we are trying to do, what type of data we will be accessing. And we have already signed a contract with all those customers. So there is no challenge, and customer is very much satisfied and aware that when a Canon engineer is accessing that network, what part of network he will access, what type of information he will take. And so there were no big issues. As far as B2C is concerned, it is mostly on the video calls of like WhatsApp or Zoom. So we were not directly going to customer network or something like that. So what we used to do, suppose customer is facing a issue, he is not able to download a driver from a network from his internet. So one of the engineers would get in touch with him on a video call and then show him point by point, press this, press this, press this, press this. So that way we customer were very happy, and customers, and we are not directly approaching their network. So customers were quite satisfied, and I'm very happy in last 6 months, we didn't have any type of complaint from any customer that there was some security challenge as far as network breach or data breach is concerned. Today, I would answer the first part of this question. Yes, this is a very, very tough time for not only for Canon, but Canon's customer, partners, and everybody. And there were a lot of times when the customer were not at all working. So, and even when customers have started working, they are very, very prudent on purchasing the new product. So it is very high time that we as a service team get in touch with the customer, understand their requirement, what do they require in these difficult times. And then, because the cash flow and these matters are part of FAD in Canon India. So I am not fully aware on these matters. So I think corporate communication team will get back to you on this. But what from service side we did, we were in touch with our customers on whatever their requirements, be it extension of contract. And if there is some matter that customer cannot pay on time, then very, very seamlessly giving this information back to our FAD, so that FAD team can take a action and get back to customer what is the requirement, how we can help customer in these tough times. And what I understand, yes, the genuine requirements of customers have been fulfilled by Canon with the help of all the top management. And we have, because it is not only the 4 months relationship with customers, we have our customers for last 12 years. So these 4 months of tough time cannot be judged as a make or break situation. So all the precautions and all the things were taken care, so that customer is least bothered or least hampered if they are not able to give that payment. But what was the methodology? How did we handle those? I will request our corporate communication team. They will get back after speaking to our FAD. Because see, in Canon, for our service department, it is not only the rectification of the product. That is one part of after sales service which we do, be it camera or printer or MFD or whatever. The main focus of our service is on the account management. So, and we are happy that our engineers, our service manager across India, they are very well trained to handle the account, not only service the account. So this particular training has come in play during this last 6 or 7 months, I would say. So as our engineers, though they were not able to reach to the customer as fast as we would have liked due to lockdown, but we were very well in touch with the customer at all the times, because most of the customers knows our service managers, the engineers personally. So we were in touch with the customers, listening to them, what do they want in this tough times, and how we can help them. So because in the past also, we have maybe 80% of our customers are repeat customers. That means once the contract ends, they do not see for any other vendor, they come back to Canon. So that type of relations we have created with our customers, be it B2C customer or B2B customers, over last 25 years, 23 years, which we have in India. So during these last 6 months, these relations have come in a very, very big way. It has helped not only the customer, but Canon also to keep a very, very strong relation with our customers by just listening to them. It may not have been possible that we were able to provide them 100% of services which we would have liked to give. But when you listen to a customer and provide the solution to the customer as per his requirement, then customer has full confidence. And you are right, they may not be thinking of purchasing a new product, but type of support we have been giving in last 6 months, I'm sure all these customers, when this pandemic go back or it is reduced, they will come back to Canon for purchase of new products. And this also seems true because the customers who were in dire requirement of our services and we provided them the services, they have sent us many big appreciation mails, not only to Canon India, but to Canon Inc. also, our CEO also, and they have appreciated the way we have got in touch with the customers and resolved their queries. So when this April month started, sir, as per government guidelines, we have to close down all our service centers. We have to close down all our master service center. Even the call center was closed. So we started taking some action during those months also, because we knew someday will come when the business will start happening. So we have to be ready for that. So it has become a normal way of working now. So two things were very important for us as an organization. One was the health of our people, health of our partners, and even the health of our customers. So there were a lot of precautions, which government has given. How should we conduct? That means if you want to come out of your homes or you are going to public place, the hand sanitization or the masking or the shield. So that was very important for our engineers, because our engineers have started going to the field. So we made sure that these type of seminars were conducted before even we started these service operations. The seminars for engineers through doctors we conducted to tell them what actually this COVID is and how a person can handle himself against this virus if he is in field. So we made gloves and shields and masks available to all our engineers and to all our partners, whoever was going in the field. And because customers were also closed down and they were opening up their offices after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, still some customers are not working. So our training and technical support department make a comprehensive handbook. Precautions to be taken when the machines will start after so much delay, so much time. So we send all these PDF files to our customers, the contact persons, and to our engineers. So two things: how to start operations and then sanitization of the machine. Because you understand, if there is a corporate, then a lot of people come at the machine and they do touch the machine. How can we keep the machine sanitized at all the times? So we made tutorials We send their tutorials to general administration or IT teams of our customers so that they can read. And in fact, what we found that customers have put a lot of placards in front of the machine or the backside of the machine, what all precautions has to be taken, how this machine has to be sanitized. So all these precautions we have taken. We also told customer that if you are starting the machine after a shutdown of 4 months, what precautions have to be taken. So all the videos were made that were distributed to our engineers, that were distributed to our customers. And we are happy that no big issues came even after customers started their machines after 6 months. And this was possible because we started planning in the month of May, and it continued for 2 months. And then when customers started coming to their office, we were ready to support them. So this is what we did. And if you ask me what all operations have started, so I am very happy that all our camera service centers are back to business. Of course, we are not putting 100% staff because we want to take care of all the precautions as subscribed by government. We have to keep the space between two engineers, the front office, and that is how we are operating. Out of 286 service centers, to more than 275 service centers are open for, and our direct services that have also started working, though we do not call our engineers to offices, but they have all the support. They are at their home. So whenever customer requires the service, a ticket is logged, automatic process, engineers come to know what is the call pending for him. He contacts the customer. If it is resolvable over remote, that is done. If not, then time is decided between customer and engineer, and he visits, and that is how we are providing services to our customers. So most of our customer services have started working. Though not, I would say not all the customers have opened, but more and more every month the situation is improving. So we see more footfall in our service center. We see more number of tickets being logged at the contact center, and business is starting again back. And at Canon, with all the precautions and all the thinking which we did in last 4 months, it is helping us to reach back to the customer in a very, very fast and reliable way. Today, as I explained, for our B2C service, we have two types of service. One is camera service and one is printer service. For camera service, all our 6 master service center and 6 authorized service franchise across India is open. They are working, of course, with their staff strength of 50%. As far as printer is concerned, we have 286 service center. 275 service centers are open and working for customer. But this is very dynamic thing, Mr. Day, because what happens, suppose suddenly government makes one particular area of a city as a containment zone. And if our service center is in that zone, then he has to shut down the office. So these are few challenges which keeps on coming, and it is how we will be able to fight with this pandemic, and we have to adhere to what are the government guidelines. And one more thing, customer also understand. In fact, the automation is a very, very integral part of Canon worldwide, and even same is with the Canon services also. Before this pandemic also, we have been working on automation of certain processes. So this remote diagnostics is a process which is available with the Canon product for a very long time. But this has become now very, very important part of service. And customers have also started thinking the vendors who are able to provide remote services, they may be preferred going forward. So we would not stop these remote service diagnostics or remote delivery of the spare parts or consumables, even when the situation is very much normal, because this is the things which are in, and this is the things which will bring the cost down actually for the customer. So that is very important. And second part you asked, what about the automation? During this pandemic also, we took a lot of decisions on automation because customer want contactless services nowadays. So like chatbot, we introduced a WhatsApp chatbot wherein customer even does not have to call our contact center. They can go to our WhatsApp chatbot, and start interacting with the robotic process, wherein they can log a ticket for if there is any problem in their product. They want to purchase a cartridge, they want to check for a pricing, they want to check for the warranty status, they want to check these type of things. So we have this very good robotic automation on our WhatsApp chatbot. So these are the things which we will keep on working more vigorously, I would say, and with our IT team or with our vendors, and more and more automation you would be seeing, you would see in coming times, and this will help us to reach to our customer faster, and also it will help the cost of service to bring down, which will help our customers in these difficult times. So that is what we have been working on, the remote support as well as robotic automation of various processes. In these difficult times, there are 2 or 3 things which we have to keep in mind. One is the health and safety of our own people who are going in the field, then the safety of our partners who are supporting Canon as a brand, and the health and safety of our customers, because that is very important. So accordingly, there are a lot of seminars being conducted for all the people, be it our customers, be it our engineers, be it our partners, how to go about it. And also going forward, as I explained, the remote services, the auto diagnostics, the remote diagnostics, the remote delivery of spare parts and consumables, that will be very integrated part of services. And I don't think this will only happen for next 2 or 3 months, but it will be a part of overall service deliveries to our customer going forward. So a lot of a lot of changes have been done, and I think more changes will be done, but everything will be in benefit for our end customer. Because see, after all, we are working for our customers, we are making our policies by listening to what customer want, because unless we do that, then our motto of delighting you always is not possible. So what I tell my team is, be in touch with your customer. Even if you are not able to provide service on time because of XYZ reason, customer must be updated at all the times, and that is most important in this difficult time. One of the most important factor is communicating with the customer in a right way. So that is the what we are trying to do, and I am happy that we are successful to a very large extent on these matters.